Okay, hello everybody. I want to introduce to you AlexToth. So, who the hell is AlexToth, right? He's a comic book artist. Elazar didn't know anything about him. Elazar's
Yeah.
on the channel.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Okay, cool. So let's talk about AlexToth. The way I was introduced to him was by Mike Vosberg. Who is Mike Vosberg? I was a kid, and a good friend of mine introduced me to him, and I was actually going to his house at like 18, helping him ink his. I wouldn't say ink. He had me do a lot of editorial things for like his comic books. So you see these
No way.
borders, they were digitized. And so I would clean up his borders. He gave me some miscellaneous work. I had the pleasure of being in his
Really?
studio. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. His name is
That's
Mike
awesome.
Mike Bosberg. And the cool thing about Mike, he started out late, really late. He was like a high school teacher that got an opportunity. He was the one who worked on the Spawn um, HBO. He worked on Spawn HBO. He was like the
Oh,
director.
really?
He was the guy.
Wow.
Yeah, for
Wow.
Todd McFarlane. He
Okay.
also did. Have you seen Demon Knight from Tales of the Crypt?
Mm-hmm.
The movie. He did the comic book for it.
No way.
The story. Music video for Eminem.
Which
Stan.
one?
Stan.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I watched him do it, and we went to
What?
Geronimo Studios where the director looked at it. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So I was around when that was done, and I saw pictures of Eminem, like Polaroids of Eminem, when there was Polaroids around.
Wow, that's so
Anyway,
cool.
and this is his. He was very big on like
Mm.
he was very big on like forgot that director's name. Alfred Hitchcock. He liked all that stuff back in the days. But I'm forever grateful for Mike Fosberg who introduced me to all of this stuff. His way of drawing and all that stuff. Mike talked about Alex Toth a lot. He just kept
Okay.
talking about Alex, and he said he still keeps in contact with Alex. And here's Alex Toth. Now, at the time, I didn't know how to understand Alex. I didn't get it. Now I get it. Now, I was just talking to Elazar about economizing in lines. You could draw every line, right? But let's think about the lines that Alex is drawing here that speak to his genius, right? She has a million wrinkles, but if you really think about it, she only has one, two, yeah, like two and three major ones. But even her nostril contributes to a wrinkle, even though it's a nostril. Like when it comes to like economizing in lines, there's no one like Alex Toth. And here's an example. Yeah, look at that. It's a Picasso, bro. What do you think, Elazar?
Wow, dude. That's simplified lines, man.
Yeah, I
Just
mean, here, let me break this down. I mean, we can get into like the skull, right? Like,
mm,
okay, and then we got draw the eyes, and then draw and the
mm-hmm.
nose and all that. But look what
Right.
Alex is doing. It's an art form. He just said triangle, triangle,
Right.
whoop de whoop,
Right. Right.
whoop de whoop, and wrinkle, and more wrinkle.
Yeah.
I mean, and look, her hair, da da da,
Whooshy whoosh.
and then
Right.
this with my left hand,
Uh-huh.
a
Yeah.
Z, boom,
You're
and
drawing
then
this with your left hand with a mouse.
I'm drawing this with the mouse, yeah.
That's
And then
awesome,
look at
dude.
that. I mean, it's one thing
Wow.
to look at it, it's another to draw from it and think about what he's
Right.
doing. But it also
Right.
has the intelligence of like he knew where the skull was too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You
You
see?
don't just
He
draw
knew it.
off the bat
Yeah, like he
like
knew.
this.
Yeah, he
He
knew it.
knew.
Like even
Right.
that little small indentation there
Mhm.
speaks to how subtle he knew like about, you know. And
Mhm.
again, this is the benefits of learning anatomy. You get to see these subtleties when someone you get to enjoy the drawings, in my opinion, the drawings more when
Mhm.
someone
Yeah.
understands anatomy, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Totally.
Um okay, let's keep going. Yeah, I mean just look at that, man. It's beautiful. Again,
Wow.
it's another Picasso, man. It's just
Yeah.
let's do this drawing again. Look,
Mm.
it's like an upside down seven.
Mhm.
He did this, and it reads as a dude. And the cool thing is, like, he even drew that orbital here. What I
Mhm.
love is the hair, man. it's like clearly he's depressed or whatever's going on. He's
Mm-hmm.
brewing
Yeah.
thoughts. It's so good. But this here,
Right.
I would have never realized it until right now, me drawing it. It's like, look what he's doing.
That's crazy. No eyebrows or nothing, but you totally feel what's going on.
Yeah. So here, let's
So you
find.
said that he designed
Yeah, like he was one of the principal
uh
designers for all the Hanna Barbera stuff. For like this guy
wow.
here, uh, here, this guy. I forgot what it was called. Um, Here, it'll show up here. But Mike Bosberg was a character designer with Alex,
Mm-hmm.
and he just talked really highly about him.
Wow.
But look at that, man!
That's awesome.
Isn't that so unique?
Yeah, it's like you don't see body shapes like that anymore
No,
as far
no,
as like,
no.
any character designers nowadays. A lot of character designers nowadays, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
They all
it's
look the same.
look at
You know,
this.
they went to the same school, but
Look at
this
that.
is very different. Wow.
It's like he gave his dog a pencil. He did a couple drawings, and then he was like, "All right, cool." And then, but I mean, he's so brilliant, and his use of triangles are very interesting.
Mm.
Once he's using them all over the
Hmm.
place. Oh, look at that! I mean, even though this is simple,
Yeah, yeah.
it's it's
You can
so
feel the stretch of the
sophisticated.
fabric. You can still
Yeah.
feel the stretch of the fabric on those pants.
Ooh, okay. Let's take a look at this.
Wow.
No, he clearly knew his anatomy, bro.
Yeah, right.
No,
He just
clearly. I mean,
simplified it.
even his lats too. Like he knew where
Hmm.
they were going. He
Hmm.
see this here. The fact that he knows
Yeah,
that fiber. Here, I'll show you.
right, right.
This speaks volumes. Like this is what I mean. This is the difference between him and lots of people. So
Uh-huh.
like, okay. So if you have your humerus bone here, right?
Hmm.
Then you have the humerus bone there. This right here is the deltoid tuberosity. It's like smack in the middle of the
Mm.
of the humerus bone, and then you have whatever, right? These guys. But the main point is this part, right?
Right, right.
So check it out. So we have tendon fibers that come down all the way over here, okay, all the way down here, okay,
Hmm.
and it actually looks like a square, sort of like a skewed triangle, okay.
Hmm.
So then with the five, we have the long heads, right? Right. So we have these things, right? And now
Whoa.
you see this
Yeah,
part right here,
yeah,
and you see where
right.
this tendon is here. I'll even mark that
Yeah,
tendon yellow. See here,
right.
I'll mark it blue. So all this, right? That's what that is. You see?
Oh, yeah,
And
right,
then he
right,
drew
right.
that,
I
and then he
see.
drew that, and then he drew
Hmm.
that, then he
Yeah,
drew that.
but he
See?
just left it out.
He left it
Right.
out, and
He left
in
it
my
out.
opinion,
That's
that's a
awesome.
sign of a true genius because
Hmm.
you, even
Yeah,
though I know anatomy, I could draw everyone like a human anatomy
right.
figure. But somebody
Yeah,
who knows how to hold back and suggest is a
right,
genius, and he
right.
suggested.
Yeah. I mean, look at even that cape itself.
Bro, I was just looking
How
at that
like
right now.
there's the swoopy
Yeah,
swoopy
yeah,
S lines, but then there's this squiggly, right?
yeah.
And that
He did.
squiggly is kind of like,
Look, he
hey,
did.
it's
He.
moving in the wind, you know? Yeah,
What
yeah.
the hell?
It's
And it's
it's
sold
flapping in
too.
the wind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like he had something so logical here,
Hmm.
and he gave us his abstract right here.
Yeah,
It's
it's
so
totally
good.
abstract. Right.
No,
That's
it's
awesome.
beautiful. Yeah, you didn't know Alex Toth, huh?
No, where have I been, man? What rock?
Dude, yeah.
Sheesh.
Well, I got lucky that I talked to Mike Vosberg. Luck.
Oh
Yeah,
wow, wow.
yeah. No, I was lucky I was exposed to Mike Vosberg, and he introduced me
Yeah,
to Alex Toth. And
wow.
somebody here on Instagram, I think, well, obviously it's not Alex, but I mean,
Right,
look at
right.
that, man.
He's
That's
he's
gorgeous.
appreciating Alex Toth's work.
Yeah.
Wow.
I might
I'll
be
have
butchering his
to
name
check
too, so my apologies.
it out.
So, if anything, this is where I'm at. If you guys look at all my videos about when I talk about anatomy and drawing, I'm always going to talk to you about design, always. And
Right.
and if you now want to
That's
see
great.
examples of the kind of designs I'm talking about,
Hmm.
Alex, look at all Alex Toth.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy design, isn't it? Look at the
Wow.
shapes.
Yeah, the shapes, man.
Yeah.
And I love how like yeah, there's a lot of straights that's going on, lots of triangles, but then you have the tail that's a circle. You
Exactly. That's
know,
exactly what I was
right?
gonna say.
We
Look,
were yeah, we were talking about that
yeah,
earlier,
look at
right?
that. even
Yeah.
here, everything, and then whoop.
Right. Gives a little bit of balance, even under
Yeah,
his chin. That neck. That neck's a nice curve. It just gives it a little bit of I guess balance.
yeah.
Because if you structure his skull, it's basically like an angle right there, but then on the opposite side of this is the curve. Cool.
Um, so the way I see it, if I had a hierarchy of drawing, one, it's good to know your ABCs, right? Meaning like it's good to know your anatomy, your bones, your shapes, right? And then once, and I wouldn't say you have to know it to an extent like Michelangelo. I mean, if you want to go for it, right? But as long as you know the major masses, and what I mean by major masses is like here. Let me take. Oh, that's such a good drawing. Um, yeah, let's talk about major masses. Yeah. Um, hold on, I'll find something here and we'll draw it. Okay, yeah, let's talk about that one. That's fine. Okay, so let's talk about major masses and drawings. So what I mean by that is like anatomy, right? So you want to identify your shoulder, a shoulder, right? Then you want to identify a bicep, right? Then the forearm, elbow, and then you want to do the wrist, right? Okay. You just want your shapes. Like they don't have to be like whatever the shapes you want it to be, but as long as it's recognized, right? You want to organize that stuff. The way I
Yeah.
see it is learn your stuff. Circles, squares, doesn't matter. Later on, when you draw, in my opinion, the appealing part of what Alex is doing is that when he draws an arm, like let's say I'm gonna draw that arm, something like that. In fact, let me draw that little gray here, right? Right here. Let me finish that off. Actually, let me make a fist there. Okay. Now it's about how eloquent you can actually be with the way you draw your anatomy. You know, um, and then you can instead of every knuckle, you can just do some squigglies, right? And
Right.
then do like straight shapes here, and then draw one knuckle up. And then go,
Yeah.
ooh, you know what I mean?
Right.
And that to me is you can do this a million ways. How
Yeah.
you design it and use lines to get the same result is
Yeah.
very like I could do this for a fist, every knuckle. I could,
Right.
I
Right.
could,
Right. Yeah.
and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. You can do that too. It's cool. My point is this: I love people who can play with the lines, kind of like when he did
Mhm.
that cape. Because if it were
Mhm.
him, he'd probably
Right.
do 1, 2, 3, and then
Uh-huh.
woo,
Right.
and call
Yeah.
it done.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you
Right.
buy it, you sell it. You don't really think
Yeah. It
twice about
totally
it.
does.
Um, Look at
Yeah,
this.
because
Look at
bottom
how
line is
how
just
this here.
communication, right?
Look how this
Mhm.
and this looks like that guy. Isn't that great?
Mhm. Mhm. That's interesting. Huh.
But look at his face. What the hell? Look
Yeah.
at
Right.
square,
Right.
and then look. He like pulled a Miyazaki, bro.
Uh-huh. Wouldn't it be cool to animate that? Like, how do you animate that?
Ah, what a genius. He's great, man. Look at that. Yeah, it's awesome.
And he haven't had like a little highlight on the hair too,
Yeah, yeah,
which means to say that the guy has like pomade on.
yeah. Gel and crap. Yeah,
Yeah, gel or something.
yeah. It's funny because he might be his typical genius where kind of like you, like remember how I was able to pick up all your design elements off your drawings. If you guys
Oh,
don't know what I'm talking about, just look at the old videos of me and Elazar. I'm nitpicking Elazar's stuff, and he's like, I didn't know I was doing that stuff. He might
oh
be the
yeah,
same situation. He might not know he's doing this stuff. To him, he just might be like, I didn't know. That's usually
yeah.
the case with geniuses. They don't realize it.
Hey, thanks. I'm not like this guy though. Damn,
Hey,
like
what the
it's like
hell? Look at that.
wow.
And I like how vulnerable the line is. You know what I
Uh-huh,
mean?
right. It doesn't have to be straight. You
No,
know,
man,
it
like
doesn't have to
like
be like
like
super straight.
what he did pretty much with paper. And for you folks who draw in Photoshop, he took off the smooth and went, "Bleh,"
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Bleh.
Yeah, we rely too much on smoothing
But that's
nowadays, man.
beautiful for tense
Yeah,
moments. And then look here,
right.
it
Oh,
swooped
yeah.
and it swooped.
Yes. Yeah, it's so true. There's
Yeah,
movement on those,
yeah.
huh?
And look at this, man.
You know?
Straight, straight,
Right.
curve,
Right. Right.
curve,
Yeah.
straight, straight. It's very sophisticated stuff. He's great.
Right. Right.
Look at the anatomy that he suggests here too.
Yeah.
Smart, man, smart. Ooh, look
Right.
at that shoe, bro.
Yeah, both of those calves, dude. Like
Yeah,
the shape
yeah,
where the muscles are is actually pretty legit, and it's
yeah,
just two lines, really, you know?
yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate his respect for costuming
You
and not
know,
just making stuff up. You
there's
know what I
something
mean?
to be said about that. Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
people know how to. That's the fault I think of a lot of people who can't draw. Like, and then
Mhm.
I'm talking about myself too. Like, I get so into like not knowing how to draw that I know how to draw, and now that I know how to draw,
Mhm.
now I'm focusing on costume. Now I'm focusing on
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
what they should be wearing and location.
Right.
So,
Right.
but I mean,
Yeah,
he
I
seemed
like
to have it
how
all.
yeah, I like how he does like he shapes it up. You get a lot of blocks of shapes for and the way that things drape, on the body.
I like how he can make bags of eyes look cool.
Yeah.
You never think about
Yeah,
that
that's a
stuff.
great character,
Like
man.
you never think about that.
Wow.
Look. You never think, hey,
That's
when
a
I draw a
great
character,
character,
I'm gonna
dude.
draw his eyes right here, right? I'm gonna draw
Mhm.
him doing this. I'm gonna draw his
Yeah,
nose.
right.
I'm gonna do that. Whatever.
Mhm.
No, I'm talking for me, right? I'm not talking for
Mhm.
anybody else. So I'm like, we're her, do do do.
Right.
But I don't think of be like, not just draw this. What Alex is doing is like, no. Zoink.
Right.
Zoink.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
dude.
Right.
And if there's
Right.
one thing about Alex Toth's work, he has bags on everybody, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see it. Yeah, it's on everyone.
It's
Everyone has
cool
bags
because
under their eyes.
yeah,
Everyone.
cause like um
Even here.
right.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Wow. I like the blocking. Like that little thumbnail of
Yeah.
that silhouette. Like he does a lot of like black black and white blocking, which is
Oh,
great.
you
I
should
love that
you
so
should see
much.
his
It's like,
storyboards. His storyboards here.
mhm.
Oh, look at that. That squiggly on the
Oh
bottom.
yeah, the squiggly. Yeah.
Ah, hey man,
Right.
I can see her face, but I can't see her face.
Mhm. Yeah.
Man, you gotta have some balls to draw that stuff.
Yeah.
You know how tempting it is to
Yeah.
just be like, I think I'm gonna draw a girl and her
Uh-huh.
face, and then little
Right.
eyelash there, and then,
Right.
and then do that stuff,
Yeah.
and maybe her earlobe.
Right.
Yeah, I'm having a good drawing day, bro.
Yeah. Hey, it's pretty
It's
cool.
not bad. All right.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. Um, it's very tempting to be doing these things, right? To draw her
Yeah,
jawline.
like the details
But
and all that
instead, he
stuff.
went, this is what I mean by a true master. He knows when to leave out. And he just did.
Yeah. Right. Right.
It's amazing, dude.
Right.
Makes you
It
think
makes
it.
you want to walk over there and take a look and say
Yeah, bro.
hi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, where have I been, dude?
By the way, a lot of people might not understand what
Amazing
me and Ellis are talking
stuff.
about. Hey, that's beautiful, isn't it? It's like he
Yeah.
was on LSD or something.
Right.
He
That's a
totally had
great
ADD,
design
bro.
for
Oh, it's beautiful.
yeah,
Um,
like a poster or something,
a,
man.
a lot of people might
Wow.
not know what me and Elzar is talking about. Like, we're actually like, the thing is, we're old now. We're not old, but you know what I mean. Like, we're over 40, and the thing is that like
Mhm.
we've come across drawing, design. Well, design late. Well, for me, but like
Mhm.
we're into drawing, we're into all these things. But then later on, like in the end, when after animation and all these things, and that we've come across, we end up valuing these things that like less is more.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? And like even though you can do all these wrinkles, but see, dude,
Mhm.
even he's doing that, it's still
Mhm.
economical.
Mhm. Yeah. And it's designed too. It's
It's
not
still designed.
parallel.
Yeah.
It's not he doesn't do parallel wrinkle designs. You know what I mean? Like there's spacing. There's like it's funny because I'm working on a piece right now and I'm dealing with hair simplifying, and you can't just do parallel lines when it comes to to hair unless it's like the design calls for it. But you want like a variation, right? You have the lines that are closer together and then a line that's far apart, because once you look at it and you're doing it wrong, it feels wrong, you know, like a
Oh,
bunch of the same shapes, the same size. It's kind of like hearing. It's the same thing as like hearing the same sound for like an hour. You'd go crazy, you
right.
know. You want variation, and he totally does that.
Oh man, what the hell?
Yeah, I mean, look at those toes.
Yeah.
You know, they could be the same, but they're not. You know.
You know what'd be cool here? Now that I've been looking at this stuff for a while, it'd be
Uh huh.
cool if he did something like this. Watch. Um, if this smoke was like
Yeah.
a girl's mouth.
Mm.
Woo! You know what I mean? Like that'd be
Kind
kind of
of,
cool.
kind of similar to what you were showing me yesterday with the with what's his name?
Like let's say
The the
maybe
the
her hair
Western.
where it goes
Yeah. Hey
right.
man, you should do it. You should do it. You should do a piece like that.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. I'm just saying, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. You know,
Oh man, look at that.
he comes
That's crazy,
across as
dude.
a
He did
natural, but
that.
he also comes across as a person who did think about it. It feels like it, don't you
Hmm.
think?
Yeah.
Hey, come on, that's pretty damn deliberate if you ask me.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
Hey, wait, who's posting this? Hey, dude, is he alive?
No, I don't think so. It's an AlexToth appreciation page.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, cause I was looking for him
All
and
right.
I believe he died in 2006.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
he died in
I almost had a
2006.
chance to meet him, but I heard he had. I heard.
Uh-huh.
Never mind. He's a cool dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him.
Man,
Awesome dude.
I mean, hey dude, you got to work with
Mike
uh
Vosberg.
Mike Vosberg.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that.
I
Or
didn't.
you know
I
what?
didn't
You know what? I
work
have
with
an
him, but
awful memory, man.
I
I
helped
think you
him.
told me about him. It's just I
Yeah.
forgot. My memory is bad. But wow, that's awesome. But yeah, introduced. Wait, he did Madman?
Who? Mike Vosberg?
I mean, no, no, scroll.
Oh,
No. Alex Toth. Scroll up, or was it scroll down? I don't know. Right there, Madman. He did Madman, or he
where?
did
Where?
right there, Madman, with the white costume and the exclamation.
Oh, I was about to say I
Um,
thought I meant the HBO show. Yeah,
no,
93.
Madman. Oh
Look
yeah.
at his name. T and 93. That's so cool.
Oh, that's so
I
cool.
was thinking of my signature too. I think it was
My
gonna
signature
be
sucks, dude.
mine's gonna be this. Hold on. It's something like I was thinking about it.
Oh yeah.
That's mine.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's
And
like a logo.
and you know what it is?
Mm,
O's for Octavio.
right, right,
T is for the Tavo part because that's what they
right.
call me in El Salvador, Tavo.
Yeah.
And V because I like the sound it makes.
And it's a pretty cool design.
So I thought maybe like hold on, it was something like because I always like T's that look like this, and then maybe the O. Maybe I can shape the O a little differently. Maybe it can be something like that. I don't know. I'll keep messing with
You
it.
play around with it. Yeah, that's cool,
Yeah,
dude.
but it's gonna be something like that, and then with the V. Yeah, the only thing that I don't like about this part is that the V is freaking there. And I love triangles. My favorite shape is triangle. So I was thinking maybe putting a triangle here, a yellow
Mm,
one. I really
yeah.
love like my favorite. These are my. This is my thing when I was a kid. 10 was my favorite number. Triangles was my favorite. Yellow triangles was my favorite, and then yellow is my favorite color.
Wow.
That's me in a
Wow.
nutshell.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I should totally do that.
But what the hell?
Dang. Gloop. Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah, it's from I think it was from an old cartoon back in the late
Dude, look at her
70s.
face. Isn't that beautiful, man?
Yeah, yeah,
And
man.
he could have done Vogue, bro.
Right, right.
What the
It's
fuck?
funny because his stuff real kind of reminds me of that artist that I always keep bringing up, especially that one, Rene
Yeah.
Grau.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what I'm talking?
yeah. I think
Yeah,
Renee inspired everybody.
yeah, right.
Something tells me I don't know if you like Spider Man.
He didn't want to.
I think he
He
was
didn't want
like, yeah,
to.
I guess I'll do it.
Yeah, okay, I'll do it. Shit.
I think
But
I think if
yeah,
Alex wanted, maybe he got edited. I don't know. Maybe Alex did. I don't know. I just think
yeah.
if it were
Mm,
Alex,
hmm
I don't know. He'd have done some like you know, I don't know. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah, I
saying?
know, dude. I know,
I
like, because
know.
you know what? When it comes to intellectual property, it's like you have to follow
Yeah,
the
I think they
leads.
said, hey,
You know,
none
the
of
leads.
this, none of the squigglies. All right, you
Right,
got to
right.
draw
I
every
feel like
one of them in his
this
fingers.
drawing, you can
Yeah.
tell that he was being told how to draw Spider-Man.
So he's like, okay, fine, like that,
Yeah.
perfect. All right, cool.
Okay.
Well, it's done.
All right. Give me my money. Got to pay them bills.
Or he genuinely loved it, and I'm sorry for all
Yeah.
the
Right.
fans, and my apologies. I didn't mean anything by it, but it ain't this. This is awesome,
Yeah. If
dude.
there's
What
something
the
different, right?
heck?
There's something
Yeah,
different. I'm sorry, man. Like
that's
I know what
awesome.
you're saying. You
You know
know,
what I'm
like
saying? Yeah,
yeah. I mean, even the drawing next to the Spider-Man one, right? Like the fact that
bro, that Batman one.
that Batman,
You
that Man
know?
Man. Look
Yeah,
at
that
that. Like
Batman was big
with
difference.
Batman, uh, never mind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, we love AlexToth.
No
Bottom
hate,
line,
no
we
hate,
love this
no
guy.
hate.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess what me and Els are relating it to
It
is sometimes in production, you don't
yeah.
you don't have like we animated Batman and we
Mhm.
animated we animated what like Batman, Robin,
Yeah.
we the
So
Shazam.
many
We did all these
characters, right.
characters, but
Yeah, we did.
it's intellectual property. Like
Right.
we can't draw them the way we want to. Like we have to follow a
No.
model sheet.
Yeah,
You
you
know.
have to follow a model sheet and you are told how
But
to
I
draw
think
'em.
here he is the model sheet. Look at that. That's
Yeah, because he
just
designed it.
yeah,
He designed him, right?
yeah, yeah. That's just a little different. Whoa, something interesting about that drawing. Huh.
You know what? I'm sorry to diverge, but which brings up another conversation we were having about Todd McFarlane. The fact that Todd McFarlane drew Spider-Man the way that he did was so huge, huge,
Yes,
because you know he almost as if like he owned it. He owned how he wanted to draw Spider-Man. And it was something that none of us have ever seen how Spider-Man was drawn. Anyway,
I agree, 100%. All right, guys. Well, that's Alex Tove. I
well,
thought I'd
cool, dude.
introduce it with you with
Thanks for
Elazar.
sharing,
It's
man.
hey, man. I'm glad you know about it now. But
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
guys want to know about design and you guys want to know like what goes into it, oh wait a minute. You see what he did? He drew a squiggly line in his eye.
Wow.
Do you see that?
He's trying to depict something here,
Dude, look, it's like, hey, you know how soldiers all have that look like I've seen some shit?
Yeah,
This is what
yeah.
he did.
Wow.
I seen
But
some
see,
shit. But
the
it's
fact that
also
yeah,
embedded in this a circle, an iris, and this with the
right,
shape of an
right.
orbital from the skull, but it
Yeah.
also can read like this.
Yes, it does. Yeah, right. That's communication right there. But it's all tied to the rest of how he drew the face.
Wow.
you know so it feels like it's still part of the whole thing. It doesn't look off, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
somebody could draw that and it'll look off because the rest isn't balanced, but the fact that he drew the whole face in a particular way, allows him to do that.
Mm. All right. Enough
Cool.
of geeking out. I hope you guys like this series of Alex Toth. Now and then, if I bring up, I'll bring up Prince Valiant next time with Hal
Oh yeah,
Foster,
man.
so we can talk about
Yeah,
that. All right.
that'd be great. All
Peace.
right, later.